right now on the phone. I'm happy to have a representative from a band located here in the state of Oregon, and they're located all up and down the 5, and they're doing their thing. They're called the Kops, Kops. Jim Goose is on the line with me. What's up, bro?
Hey, man. Thanks so much for having us.
It's great to have you here. And I was noticing earlier that, some of you live in Portland, some are down here in Southern Oregon. It's cool that you guys are representing the whole state.
I love Oregon. We love Oregon. I'm Jim Goose, started the band about 10 years ago, but I couldn't find a drummer that really did what we needed to do to bring it live to the stage, and I found that in Southern Oregon. And so it was really great to connect with a bunch of wonderful musicians in Southern Oregon. Boat Cop is our Southern Oregon drummer, and since then we've expanded to Portland, and I have another drummer up here named Beach Cop. We're also expanding into a 3-piece, and we have another bassist on the way, Detective Bass Ventura.
I love it.
So we're expanding. We love Oregon. We can't wait to start playing all the shows up here. And we still play with Boat Cop anytime we need to be traveling and can't make that happen with the current drummer. So it's growing. It's a lot of fun, and we just love Oregon.
So we do have listeners in Portland and in Southern Oregon. So are there any dates that you can give those listeners where Kops might be performing at coming up in the future?
Not currently. We're still tightening up the current lineup. It's been a big move, and life, how that gets in the way. So we don't currently have any dates set, but we have lots of things planned, and we have lots of other bands that we're connecting with up and down the 5 that also play in Southern Oregon at places like Johnny B's, which is kind of the first place that we ended up playing.
Yeah, well, I know you guys got a lot of cool stuff, too, online. I was looking at your Facebook page and seeing all the photos and some of the flyers from shows you have done. And also, I believe you can be contacted at thecops.band@gmail.com.
Correct. Yeah. If you're interested, you can check us out on Instagram, on Facebook. We have a website, the Kops with a K, you would spell it, .band. It happens to be the website. It's kind of cool instead of .com. Somehow you can get .band these days. But yeah, and we try to keep a lot of content out there for free so people can just hear what we sound like online, and then hopefully catch a show coming up this summer.
I have a question. I was reading some information online about you guys, and it said about you that you're Mad Max's best friend from the first Mad Max. What's that about?
We adore that type of that genre in that movie, and so we kind of almost dress a little bit like Mad Max Cops. And that's been one of my favorite movies and one of my favorite characters from that movie. So I just kind of pulled from that idea and ran with it, and everybody seems to really like it. We've had one of our fans, I was asking for descriptions, and sometimes when I post, people will be like, oh, it sounds like this or that. And one of my favorite ones was, he said, oh, you're basically Mad Max Punk. And I never heard that before, but I really like the sound of that.
So Mad Max Punk, sorry you got disconnected for like 1 second, but he said Mad Max Punk. I've never heard that genre. I like it a lot.
yeah. Another one was people. We love playing with other bands, and we feel like we're one of those bands that could do punk or kind of metal, open for a metal show as well.
Yeah.
One of the favorite reviews we had so far was Dead Kennedys meets the You-Know-What Surfers. I don't know if I can say that.
Ooh, that's a good combination.
But those two bands, a mixture of those. That was a great compliment we had once on. But yeah, we try to keep as much content out there so people can hear us. We're on Spotify. Anything that you can stream, you can usually find the Kops. Don't Feed the Animals is a song that we have out on most streaming platforms, on iTunes Music, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we're going to play that song. Actually, we're getting ready to roll into it.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we've got it queued up. Sister Tracy has it queued up. Now, what's that about? Don't Feed the Animals.
When I lived back in the day, I lived in Austin, Texas, and it's about a dirty cop who didn't like my friend giving a tip to a nice guy that was helping him find a good parking space downtown. he leaned in. He said literally, "Don't feed the animals." And my friend told me this story, and I was like, "That's a dirty cop. I got to write a song about that."
God, what a great song title, though, dude.
Thank you so much. We love that song. Yeah, it's been a favorite for a long time. Thanks so much for blasting it for us.
Yeah, for sure. When was it recorded?
That would have been recorded about a year or two ago.
Nice.
This all started, I have a producer, The Machine is his name, and he's an amazing producer that was East Coast, and he's now moved West Coast, and he continues to produce the Kops for our online and streaming stuff.
Shout out to The Machine. Well, my friend, it's been good. Jim Goose is on the phone with me. We're talking with Jim Goose from The Kops with a K, and they are all over social media. If you choose to check them out, feel free, my friends, because you're going to hear them right now with your ears if you got it tuned in here to KSKQ. Jim, thanks a million for making time for Tracy and I during our pledge drive.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks, bro. And you have a great rest of your night. And please keep us posted when you're doing gigs so we can plug you and stuff, okay?
Absolutely, will do. You
Okay.
guys are the best. Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Okay, Sister Tracy, I believe, has the song queued up by the Kops, Southern Oregon and Northern Oregon representing. Yeah, right here at the Almighty Church of Rock and KSKQ. Don't feed the animals. Yeah, feed them. Please pledge now. KSKQ.org.